What is up, gamers? It's Will777JP, and we are back with another Will It Play with No Internet. Now, today we're gonna be testing Super Mario RPG. Some of you guys may have watched my recent video, my video game pickup video, where I got Super Mario RPG for $10. I know that's super rare. Nintendo first party games, you just don't get that type of discount, right? But I got it through GameStop because I was a pro member, so pro members got it for $10. But I think that was a mistake, and go watch that previous video to find out how. But anyways, today we're gonna be checking out Super Mario RPG. I was actually gonna install it or put it into my Switch, so at work on my lunch break I can check it out, right? Since I will not be home, because when I'm at home I play my PS5 or Xbox. So before I did that, I was like, you know what? Let's just test it real quick. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but I am not a Nintendo Switch gamer at all. I mean, I think I put maybe 20, 30 hours a year on it, so not very much at all. And I was like, if I'm going to open it, I'm going to put it in there. I might as well just check it out, and that way you guys will know. Before I get started, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers before the month of June is over. So if you like the content, please hit the subscribe button. I got so many games so many videos just like this where I test PS5, PS4, Xbox games. I talk about my video game pickups. I talk about my collection, which I have a ton of games. So hit that subscribe button, man. It really does help out. But let's stop delaying. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. I had to change the camera angle a little bit so we can make room for the Switch there, but here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little tool so we can bust it out the wrapper. And man, it's been such a long time since I purchased a Switch game, since I opened up a Switch game. At the beginning of the video, you guys kind of saw a little bit of my Switch collection there. A lot of those games were games that my son wanted. The Switch was my son's very first console ever, which is awesome because my very first console ever was also a Nintendo. Now for me, it was a Super Nintendo, and then I jumped on over to the Nintendo 64, and that was the last console that I purchased up until the Switch. The Switch is a console that I've bought and sold a couple times over, and it wasn't up until 2 years ago or so that I bought the OLED. About six, I think it was right around. Oh, man, I can't remember, but whenever the Switch OLED came out, that same holiday is when I went and picked it up. And the only reason I did is because I had just gotten a $100 gift card from work for Thanksgiving. Then I got another $100 gift card from work for Christmas. So I was like, you know what? $150 out of pocket for a Switch OLED, why not? So let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. Now, for those of you guys that see my video game ready to start the system update. Oh, there's a system update. Okay, let's check it out. For those of you guys that have seen my video game Will It Play with No Internet videos, you know that one of the things I like to do is I like to turn off the internet from the console. And once it is off, then I like to, let me go ahead and scoot the camera up a little bit up closer so you guys can get a good view of what is happening here. Then once it is off, I then go ahead and I do my test, and the test is basically to see if we can install the game without needing internet. And then once we do that test, I like to turn the internet back on and see if there's any updates and how big these updates are. So give me a second here, just fix this camera so you guys can get a full view. Okay, So we are here. Let's go on ahead and go. Let's go to settings and shut this internet off. How do you do that? Internet. Sorry guys, I don't really mess with the Switch too much. Okay, never mind. Here, let me oops. I guess the easiest way to do this is just to go to airplane mode. It looks like Mario Kart got updated. So, airplane mode. On. Right, we're disconnected now. Let's check. Let's go to the news. Oh, it's popping up here. So obviously the internet is not off. I'm sorry guys, I'm not unable to connect to the internet because airplane mode is turned on. Airplane mode can be turned off. Okay, so we are disconnected from the internet. Okay, cool. So let's go in here and hold up. Here is the game. Bam. So let's go ahead. I think I have a game in here already. I think I was playing Mario 3D All-Stars, I believe it is. Yeah, Mario 3D All-Stars. So let's put this to the side. Let's grab Mario RPG. And let's go ahead and stick that bad boy in there. That's what she said. Bam. Okay. So remember, we are disconnected from the internet, right? Airplane mode is currently on up there. So let's go ahead and click the game. A new update is available. It will be downloaded now. Let's see what happens when we do download. Okay, we can't. Okay, good. So start software. So there we go. All right, should be working. It should be working. Hey, there it is, right? So, damn, why is this camera moving? I had no idea this was a game made by Square Enix and Nintendo. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. I don't know why it keeps shaking that much. Alright, let's back up a little bit. I'm not getting blinded. I'll tell you what, man. This OLED looks good, bro. Every time I put a game on, especially a first party game, just because I don't play the Switch that often, I always say, man, this looks good. And when I do play the Switch, I'm always playing docked, you know, so I don't know, I just see differences there. But yeah, looks like game is working, man. Graphics look good. I want to be real here. I've never played Mario RPG ever in my life. The only, like, I don't know if this came out during Super Nintendo or N64, but during the Super Nintendo, the only games I played were like Mortal Kombat, Super Mario World, Street Fighter, Pac-Man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I didn't play too many games. I mean, I was about 4 years old when I got that console, so it's not like I was constantly, or I was aware of what was out there. I got whatever my parents would get me, you know, and I'm sure they would go into the store and be like, hey, what's the newest game out for Nintendo right now? And they would probably recommend that. What I said, right? Street Fighter, Capcom, Star Fox was another one. It wasn't until the N64 era that I was starting to become more aware of games available and such that I started requesting other stuff. You know, Star Fox really was in there. Zelda Ocarina of Time was another one. Even though I never beat it, for me, when I was, what, 8 years old, 9 years old or so, I thought it to be a little too hard. But I tried, man. I stuck a lot of hours into those games because obviously being a kid, and you know, we didn't have a ton of money, so I could only get so many games, and generally those games would be during Christmas time, birthday, stuff like that. So I requested the really popular games. One, because I didn't want to miss out, you know what I'm saying? It's all what the kids are talking about at school. And also, it was games that I'm familiar with, right? Just because I know that next time I'll get a game, it's going to be a long time. Now, my birthday's in February. So between Christmas and February, it's not that long of a wait. But from February to Christmas, that's a long wait. So if I got something that I asked my parents for Christmas, they generally gave me like 2 games. That's probably, you know, on average 2 games. Then they would get me clothes, stuff like that. But for my birthday, it was just the 1 game. So Christmas, I was willing to be a little bit more risky with what I was picking or asking for. For my birthday, I had to be super specific because I knew it was going to be freaking, you know, 10 more months till I was able to get another one, unless, you know, a family member got me one. But alright, let's fast forward this. I'm over here talking about my life story and shit. Okay, so that's pretty cool cutscene. Okay, what's the difference here? Battles are easier in this mode. Choose this if you want to quickly progress the story. No, let's do normal. Yeah, let's do normal, bro. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy, even though... Oh, wait, that's not what we're doing. Oh, yeah, we are doing. We're seeing if it works. Alright, I'm just gonna fast forward this if it lets me. I guess not. But the game is working. And that's something I'm gonna miss from the Switch too. You know, with all these game cards and shit like that, man, I'm really gonna be missing buying a Nintendo game and knowing that it's gonna work most of the time, right? Straight off the cartridge. And I hope that changes, man. I really do. You know, I had my podcast earlier this week and I was talking a lot of shit about Nintendo, and it's just so frustrating because, I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. You know, there's something about Mario, there's something about just the brand Nintendo that, as a gamer, like, it means something to you. And the route that Nintendo is taking, man, with the Switch 2, with their $80 games, and, you know, needing, you know, breaking your console if they don't like something, you know, their EULA, and saying, hey, you cannot sue us, you can't do class action lawsuits, needing internet first time you turn it on to install the patch, and just like all these things is like very, very frustrating. But here we go, man. So the game is obviously working. So let's go back to the home screen, right? Let's close the game out. Let's turn off the airplane mode. Okay, off. And then let's go back. Oh, there we go. It's already updating. Software information. Check virtual game card. Oh wow, they're already friggin' doing the virtual game card stuff. So there is an update. Bam. There is an update. So let's see. Okay, we got the latest version. Once again, I'm sorry guys, I'm not too familiar with Nintendo and and how their system works. You cannot claim them for this. Sheesh. So I can't get points. All right, what we're going to check is software information. Let's see how big the data is on the console or on the game. All right, let me sign into this thing. Sheesh. All right, let's see. Nope, that's not it. Oh wow, incorrect password. What? Sheesh, I think I forgot my password. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and check the password. We'll be right back. Alright, so I got my password figured out. But yeah, man, look at this game. $59.99. Sheesh. So let's see. Oh, 6.5 gigs. Not that big at all. Wow. Very, very small. But yeah, man, there it is. I'm excited to check it out, man. The only turn-based game I have ever beaten is Expedition 33. So we'll see how this one goes. But there y'all have it, man. Will it play with no internet? Super Mario RPG? Abso-freaking-lutely, bro. I had no doubt. I mean, I had a little doubt, but it proved itself to us. So shout out Nintendo for putting this thing on the cartridge. Good job, man. And also thank you GameStop for the incredible price of $10 for this game. I could have got it for $5, but I didn't want to use my $5 monthly reward from GameStop. But there y'all have it, man. Thanks so much for being here. Sorry for the yapping. It's late at night. I'm about to go to bed. And you know what? I don't regret it. I always like talking to you guys. Let me know down in the comment section. Have you played Mario RPG? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What do you think about it? Any tips or tricks that you can recommend to me as a first time, gamer on this game? Let me know. I've never played Mario RPG ever. Never played a turn-based game on Nintendo before either. So thank you guys so much. We'll catch you in the next one. Keep it gaming.